Welcome. Today we're doing our gentle Vinyasa flow, and we're going to do a wrist and shoulder friendly workout today. So no downward facing dogs today. And we're going to start in constructive rest. So we'll be on our backs with our feet planted, a little wider than hip width so that our knees can fall in. And we're lying on our backs. And if we'd like to support our head, we can grab a towel or a pillow or a blanket. What you want for your head is kind of a neutral neck. So if your chin kind of tips up a lot when you lie back, and your neck is kind of crunched, you want to get a little padding there to lift it up so it's more lengthened and neutral, but not so much that your chin tips towards your chest like that. So just try to find a spot where you have a nice neutral neck. Sometimes you can just kind of adjust your head to find that. Now our arms can be out with palms up like we do for Shavasana, or they can be resting on the body, maybe on the belly, or one on the belly, one on the ribs, either way. Or another nice option to build some heat is to bring the arms up and just cross them over, let them relax, like we're giving ourselves kind of a hug. But there's no effort. So find yourself, whichever arm position is the most ease for you. And again, since the legs are falling in, there's no effort holding the legs up either. That's why your feet are wide, so those knees will fall in and support themselves. So we find whatever constructive rest. We can close our eyes for a moment and bring our awareness to the breath, as we often do. And this morning we're going to practice our Samavritti breath, our equal ratio. We begin by just counting the inhale, the length of the inhale and the length of the exhale. And then we begin to try to equalize the lengths of those breaths. Now let's take it into our box breath, where we add a pause between each inhale and exhale. And those pauses are the same length as the inhales and exhales. So if you'd like to visualize a box that you're traveling around, one side is the inhale, the next side is a pause, the next side is an exhale, the next side is a pause. We move around the box a few times with our inhale, pause, exhale, pause. And that pause is a very easy holding of the breath. It's not a clenching. You're not bearing down to hold your breath. You're just holding it. It's a very relaxed pause. And the next time you finish going around your box, you can just breathe normally. Just breathe in and out through our nose, coming into the Ujjayi breath. That breath we feel with that light constriction in the back of the throat. And we can open our eyes. Let's just sway our knees from side to side, like those windshield wipers. I like how gravity just sort of takes over. And I like the image of ocean waves, how your knees rise and fall like ocean waves crashing. Coming back to stillness, let's extend the right leg out. And grab the left leg by the thigh, draw it into the chest. We'll flex the foot, we'll flex both feet. Keep that right leg nice and active as we extend that left leg up. And pull it down. Press it up. And down. 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale as you pull it in. Inhale. And exhale. Let's release that left leg out and down, keeping the foot flexed, keeping that leg very active. We'll draw the right leg in. Extend it up. Pull it in. Inhale to press. Exhale to squeeze it into the abdominals. Let's do 2 more. We'll bring it back down. Let's just plant that right foot and we'll cross the left leg over. Let's ground the shoulder blades. Bring the arms down to the floor, brace them. Just going to roll the legs to the right. So the left leg is on top. We're rolling to the right. For what I consider, for me, feels like a more gentle spinal twist, starting us off today. And coming back to center, we'll uncross, we'll plant the left foot, we'll cross the right leg over. Keep in mind that I am mirroring you, so don't get confused by that. And it won't matter really as long as you do both sides of whatever we're doing. Let those legs fall to the left, the right leg on top. And we'll come back to center. We'll uncross. We're going to plant our feet. We'll do a couple of bridges here. So our feet are fairly close to the back side, and ideally you'd be able to brush your fingertips to your heels here. Feet are hip width apart. We're grounding. We've also got our shoulder blades grounded. We'll inhale to lift the hips up. Now, in yoga, you have the option to arch your back more. In conventional exercise, we tend to keep the spine aligned and hips are straight. And if that feels best to you, please do it that way. But if you are up for it or in a mood for it, or it feels good to you, to press your hips higher. Grounding down through your heels. And relaxing back down. Take a breath. Let's repeat that. Whatever option feels good to you. We'll inhale to lift. You can also walk your shoulder blades under a bit here. You can interlace your fingers if you like and push your knuckles towards your ankles. And relaxing back down. One more time, whatever option feels good for you. Take a breath. On your next inhale, lift the hips. Find the option you prefer. You can also use a strap here if you have one. You can wrap a strap around your ankles and pull that way if you like. Or relax back down. Let's roll roll toward me. We'll do a half bow. So you can rest your head on your arm. And bend your top leg back, grab the foot or ankle. And pull that foot back away from your back side, opening your hip and stretching your quads. This is a side-lying version of a pose we can do, lying face down. It's the half version of the bow pose. Let's relax that. And let's roll to the other side. Resting head on arm, bending the top leg back, grabbing the foot or ankle. Opening up the hips and quads. And releasing that, rolling onto our bellies. We're going to push back to child's pose. So with toes together, you can have knees wide. You can sink your hips back. You can walk your hands forward and let your forehead float down toward the mat or floor. Find the length of the spine. Breathe and sink. Let's open our hands a little wider than shoulder width. And we'll inhale and float the right hand on top of the left hand. We'll exhale and sink that right hip deeper down toward the heel. We'll feel expansion in the right side of the body. And we'll use our breath to increase that expansion. Filling the ribs and then sinking deeper. Let's inhale and exhale. That right hand back over. Find the length, find your breath. And inhale and float. The left hand to the right hand. Exhale to sink into your hip. Now you feel expansion in the left side of your body. You'll bring your breath into those ribs. Open even more. Inhale and exhale, our hands back out, about shoulder width now. We'll begin to slowly walk our hands in toward our knees, sitting up. We can bring our hands to our hips here for a little seated cat-cow. So we'll inhale, lift the ribcage, expand. Exhale, scoop the abs, curl the spine. Tuck in. Inhale, lift, expand. Exhale, scoop and tuck. Inhale, lift to expand. And exhale, scoop to tuck. Coming back to neutral, we'll curl our toes under. We'll roll back into the balls of our feet. And we'll inhale to rise to forward fold. Let's do ragdoll while we're here. Bring the right hand to the left elbow, left hand to right elbow. Relaxing the head and neck, relaxing the spine. Perhaps nodding the head or shaking the head. Releasing any tension in the neck. Swaying the arms in and out or side to side. Loosening the back. Now releasing our fingertips down toward the mat. On our next inhale, halfway lift. Coming up to neutral spine, sliding shoulder blades back. Resting hands on shins for support. Gaze is down so the neck is long. Inhale and exhale back. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. And fold. On our next inhale, we'll circle sweep the arms and rise up. We'll exhale, soften the knees and swan dive back down. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to sweep up. Exhale, swan dive, nice soft knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep up. Let's come to heart center. Let's ground into our feet. Shifting the weight, finding that Padabandha, that seal with the foot against the floor so you're nice and stable. Activating our legs, lifting our kneecaps, drawing the abs in. Bringing the chin parallel to the floor, pressing up to the crown of the head. Bring our arms down with nice starfish hands. Lots of energy out through the fingertips. Shoulder blades sliding down the back. Lengthening the spine. Let's inhale to sweep up. Let's exhale to come through a nice comfortable chair pose. Just hang out here at heart center for a moment, for a couple of breaths. Finding chair, Sinking the hips back, keeping that nice lift in the upper body, that nice openness across the front. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale through chair. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink. One more time. Inhale, rise. Let's exhale and swan dive with soft knees. Back to forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, fold. Inhaling, sweep up. Exhaling through chair. Inhaling to rise. Exhaling to swan dive. Inhaling to lift halfway. Exhaling to fold. Inhaling to sweep. Exhaling through chair. Inhaling to rise. Exhaling to step back with the left foot to a lunge. Breathe. Find lift in the upper body. Find sinking in the hips. Inhale to step forward. Exhale to step back with the right foot. Find that lunge. Now your arms can be extended. They can be in cactus if you like. They can be in prayer. You can always find whatever option feels good for you. If you like to extend the arms up, it's always helpful to roll those shoulders back and down first. That creates more openness in the joint. I'll be saying extend the arms a lot today, but you don't have to do it ever, obviously. Inhale, we come back up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, chair. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lunge on the left. Inhale to rise up. Exhale to pivot your back heel down, come into warrior one. Trying to line up our heels. Now, if you prefer a shorter stance, warrior one, you can do that. You can bring your feet more parallel with space between your feet. So when I'm here, I'm trying to line up my heels in a long stance. In a short stance, I can bring my feet more parallel and square my hips better. The choice is yours. So from whatever warrior one you've chosen today, we're going to inhale and lift and exhale, coming to pyramid prep. Bringing our back heel, bringing our feet parallel regardless on those train tracks. If you're in short stance, you're probably there already. Inhale, lift, exhale, coming to pyramid. I'm going to add airplane arms to pyramid today. So I'm reaching back. Now, if you'd like to have more support, you can support yourself here. That knee should be a little bit soft. Don't lock it out, please. But you can go to airplane arms here. We're going to inhale to sweep up. Exhale to sweep back on the right foot to our lunge with our options for arms. Hips are sinking, upper body is lifting. And then inhaling to rise. Exhaling to come to whatever choice of warrior one you'd like today. Now, whatever your warrior one is, I do want you to keep your front knee over your front ankle. Whatever level of bend you've got, knee over ankle. Inhale to rise. Exhale, coming to that pyramid prep. Inhale. Exhale. Come to pyramid with those optional airplane arms, nice and long through the spine. We'll inhale to rise up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale through chair. Inhale to rise. Exhale, lunge left. Inhale, rise. Exhale into warrior one. Inhale, rise. Exhale, pyramid prep. Inhale, rise. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, rise, step up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, through heart center, through chair. Inhale, rise. Exhale, right foot lunge. Inhale, rise. Exhale, right foot warrior one. Inhale, rise. Pyramid prep. Inhale, rise. Pyramid, optional airplane arms. Inhale, rise up, step forward. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, circle sweep up. Exhale through heart center. Inhale, rise. Exhale, left foot lunge. Inhale, rise. Exhale, pyramid press. Sorry, warrior one. Warrior one. Inhale, rise. Exhale, pyramid press. Inhale, rise. Exhale, pyramid, optional airplane. Inhale, step up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, chair. Inhale, rise. Exhale, right foot lunge. Inhale, rise. Exhale, warrior one. Inhale, rise. Exhale, pyramid press. Inhale, rise. Exhale, pyramid, optional airplane. Inhale, step forward, one more round. Exhale, swan dive. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Sweep up. Chair. Rise. Left foot lunge. Rise. Warrior one. Rise. Pyramid press. Rise. Airplane option. Step up. Swan dive. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Circle sweep the arms up. Come through a chair. Rise. Right foot lunge. Rise. Warrior one. Rise. Pyramid press. Rise. Pyramid optional airplane arms. And step up. One more float here. Swan dive. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Sweep up. Chair. Rise. Heart center. Find your breath. Let's take a wide stance with knees pointing toward the toes, opening the hips. We'll do some moonflowers, and then a variation of moonflowers, and then sunflowers. Moonflowers, we extend up and inhale, nice starfish hands. We exhale, squat. We inhale to rise. Exhale, lift, and squat. Try to find lots of length and lift in the body. Adding on. Inhale. We'll exhale and we'll cross and open and cross and open and inhale up. Exhale. Cross and open and rise. And cross and open, cross. Changing into sunflowers. We exhale, we come into a little bit of a hinge here. We swoop down and we gather flowers in our arms. And we rise and open our arms to cast those flowers out. Exhale, swoop down, scoop up. Inhale, rise. Swoop and scoop. Rise. And swoop and scoop. And rise. Let's walk our feet out a tiny bit, make them more parallel now. Grounding down to the outside edges of our feet. We'll sweep our arms behind the back. Interlace our fingers. And roll our shoulders back. Lifting sternum up. We're going to hinge forward from the hips. You're going to find your comfort level here. So it might be halfway down. We're all going to pause halfway. and reset our shoulders, rolling them back and down. Inhale and exhale. You can hang out here, you can fold forward more, and lift your arms off your back. For chest expansion in a forward fold. A couple of breaths. Release the fingertips down to the floor. So our fingers are basically under our shoulders. We have a nice long spine. So do find that nice flat back. Think about our halfway lift we did earlier. It's the same position, it's just that you're in a wide stance this time. And let's plant the right hand under the nose. You can put a fist here. If you have a chair you'd like to use, by all means, feel free to put a chair in front of yourself and hold that chair if you like. That's a very nice option. We're going to ground with the right hand, with a long spine, very important, long spine. Inhale that left arm up. Reaching up, your gaze can go toward the ceiling. Squeezing your shoulder blades together to find openness across the front of your body. And relax that hand back down. Now we'll plant that left hand, maybe on a chair, maybe on a block, or whatever, under our nose. We'll inhale that right arm up. Squeezing shoulder blades together, finding openness, gazing up. And relaxing back down. You can repeat those same moves, or for a variation, you can bring your right hand to your left ankle, and then inhale that left arm up. So you got something to pull on if you want to increase your rotation. Relaxing back down. With the option to bring the left hand to the right ankle. Keep the spine long. Don't forget, inhale, extend that arm up. Increase the rotation. And we'll bring it back down. Let's walk our hands over to the right foot. We'll bend the right knee. Keep that foot grounded. And flex that left foot. A nice inner thigh opening here. We'll walk over to the left foot. Bend the knee and sink. Flex the right foot. We'll come back over to the right foot. Bend and sink. Flex the left foot. And come back to the left. Sink into it. Knees always point toward toes. Let's come back to center. With our hands under our shoulders, our back flat. Let's shift our weight into our heels. So we're really grounded into our feet here. Bring hands to hips with a nice long spine. We'll inhale to rise up. Let's bring our feet in a little closer, but still wider than hip width for our Malasana, our yogi squat. So you may want to adjust your feet as we go along. Just do make sure your knees point towards your toes. Let's inhale to rise up. And exhale to sink into our squat. If you can bring your elbows inside your thighs, that's great. If you can't get where I'm at, or if you can go more, whatever, do what works for you. If you need to sit on a cushion or a block, you can do that as well. Let's inhale to rise. Exhale to squat. Inhale, rise. Exhale, squat. Inhale, rise. Exhale, squat. Let's add on to this a little bit. Inhale, rise. Exhale, squat. Let's bring the right hand down to the mat if we can, or perhaps to the left leg if we can't get to the mat, or even the right leg. We're going to inhale that left arm up and open. We'll come back to center, and we'll rise. Then we'll sink. Bring that left hand down or to a leg, and inhale the right arm up. And bring it back down, and rise. Take a breath. We're going to flow that. So we're just going to move through it, alternating sides as we go. Inhale, rise. Exhale, squat. Inhale, open to one side. Exhale, center. Inhale, rise. Exhale, squat. Inhale, open the other side. Exhale, center. Inhale, rise. Exhale, squat. Inhale, open. Exhale, squat. Inhale, rise. Work in the range that works for you. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more round. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Nice. Check it out. Let's do a little balance work before we move down to the mat for our stretching and relaxation. Let's see. Let's do a kind of a modified eagle today. So let's take your right arm forward, your left arm up, and sweep that left arm around the right. See if you can touch the backs of your hands or touch your fingers to your palms. Find whatever works for you. Sit into chair. You can hang out here, or you can cross your left leg over your right. Let's use that Mula Bandha, that root lock, to activate the pelvic floor, to help us balance. Of course, if you can wrap your foot around your leg, go ahead and do it. Flip the elbows. Let's inhale to rise back up. Release the arms, shake it out. It's going to be a challenging pose, so do whatever variation works for you. You can even just hold your hands in front, or you can do that what we did earlier with our constructive rest. You can wrap your arms. Anything you want to do here is really fine. We're focusing on the balance aspect today. Bring the left arm forward. Wait, get this. Do the opposite of whatever we did before. I'm facing myself. Everything is backwards to me. This is backwards. Look at this. This is what I want. I think this is what I want. You're on your own. I got my right arm forward, but it's your left. I'm going to sweep under. I'm going to find that lock, that bind. Whatever works. Whatever works. Interlace your fingers if you like. Drop into chair. Let's bring the right leg over. Mula Bandha, root lock, help you stabilize and balance and breathe. Lifting the elbows, opening up the shoulders, relaxing out of it, and shaking it out. Don't ever overdo that. Don't ever feel like you've got to get your arms around because you don't want to hurt your shoulders. Make it a gentle, whatever option works for you. And you build on that over time. You don't want to go and hurt anything. Coming into tree pose. Hands to heart center. Nice mountain. Shoulders packed, sternum lifted. Let's use that Mula Bandha again. To engage the pelvic floor to bring stability to us. Shifting our weight to the right foot. Left foot can be our kickstand. Or left heel can come to the ankle. Work the calf to the inner thigh. Sealing foot against leg. Nice and active option to grow the tree. Bring it back into heart center. Let's bring that left knee forward. You can hang out here for a couple of breaths. You can cross over. You can hang out here for a couple of breaths, or you can sit back for a standing pigeon. Sinking your hips, folding your chest towards your shin for this standing pigeon pose. Rising back up, shaking it out. So you have lots of levels there. You're going to do whatever works best for you. And with practice, you build on that. Let's now ground into the left foot. Bring the right foot out. It's a kickstand, or bring the heel to the ankle, or the foot to the calf, or the foot to the thigh. Sealing the foot against the leg. Activating Mula Bandha. Option to grow the tree. Find that drishti, that focus point. Come back to heart center. Let's bring that knee forward. You can hang out here and cross over for number 4. You can hang out here and sink your hips back, hinging your chest forward, or standing pigeon. You're going to find that one leg is more challenging than the other. We'll rise back up. Let's shake it out. Let's inhale to rise up. Let's exhale for a nice forward fold, soft knees. And we'll come down to the mat. And we'll slide onto our bellies. We'll do a sea creature today. So this is a variation of locust. I'm going to put my fingertips behind my head, with my elbows wide. You can always do our normal locust. You can stack your hands. You can bring hands back to your sides. Whatever feels best is fine. I'm just going to try this option today. I'm going to zip up my thighs. And for the first set, just lift my legs off the floor. Just lifting enough to engage my glutes, my lower back. Not hyperextending. Relaxing back down. Second set, lift my chest and shoulders. Squeezing those shoulder blades together, opening the elbows, and relaxing back down. Now you have the option to repeat either upper body or lower body. We'll do 2 more sets, so you can do 1 of each if you like, or 2 of either, or you can do both together. Your choice. Zip up the legs, inhale to lift. Take 2 or 3 breaths here. Relax back down. And 1 more time. Inhale, lift. Breathe. Relax it down. Let's bring our elbows under our shoulders for Sphinx. Option to have those forearms parallel or interlace your fingers. Letting your hips melt down into the mat. Let's zip up the legs again with our toenails down. We want to relax the lower back. We want to relax the abdominals, so there's no effort in that midsection. We use our arms to press into our elbows and lift the chest, shining the chest forward, pulling the rib cage away from the hips. Just stretching the midsection and opening the front body. And relax. Let's press ourselves back to child's pose. Just sink. You can have your arms forward. You can stack your hands under your forehead. You can bring your hands back behind. Let's bring our hands toward our knees and slowly rise. We'll drop to one hip. We'll swing our legs around. We'll come into Dandasana, staff pose. If you want to sit on a blanket, it's always a nice option here. If you have a strap, feel free to use it around the balls of your feet. If you don't have a strap, we're just going to plant our hands by our hips. And whatever you've got going on, Inhale to stack your spine and lift your ribcage. Exhale to press the chest forward. Inhale to lift and extend. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, press. We're not rounding. Not yet. Do you want to round over? Okay. Inhale, lengthen. On the exhale, we're going to reach forward. Release and round over. Bringing your hands to your shin, your ankles, your feet, your toes. Letting your head hang. Breathing and sinking. Couple of breaths here. I'm going to use sinking breath, where we maintain our position as we inhale, and we try to sink deeper as we exhale. Remember, as you exhale, that's when your parasympathetic nervous system kicks in. That's your rest and digest. That's where things relax more on the exhales. Let's rise back up. Let's bring the right foot to the left inner thigh. Dhanurasana. Going to face that left foot. Beside that right. You're facing your straight leg with your navel and your nose. If you have a strap, you can wrap it around the ball of your foot. Stack your spine. If you don't have a strap, roll your shoulders. Reach forward today. Inhale tall. Exhale deep. Again, reaching forward, not down. Forward. Lengthen and hinge from the hip crease. Lengthen and hinge. Feeling hamstring stretch. And after a couple of breaths here, when you kind of maxed out in this position, we'll inhale. Exhale, release and round over. Grab the foot or ankle. Let the head hang heavy. Let your nose sink towards your knee. We'll inhale to rise back up. Let's pick up that right knee. Let's sweep the left arm behind. And inhale the right arm into the air. And exhale inside the leg. Now create a seal between your arm and your leg so you have equal pressure. So you're not pushing your leg out, you're not pushing your arm in, creating equal pressure. Inhale tall. Exhale and turn to your left, over your left shoulder. Breathe to expand, lengthen. Exhale to deepen the twist. And we'll just relax back to center. Straighten out that right leg, shake out. Now we'll bring the left foot to the right thigh. We'll face the right foot. If you have a strap, you can wrap it around the ball of your foot. Inhale tall, reach forward. Exhale and hinge. Spine is long. Feeling hamstring stretch. Each inhale brings more length. Each exhale takes you deeper to stretch. And as before, once we've sort of maxed out this position, we'll inhale tall, we'll exhale, release and round, grabbing the foot or ankle or shin, letting the head hang, letting the nose sink toward the knee. That is the Sanskrit name for this pose. It's the nose to knee pose. We'll rise back up. We'll lift that left leg. We'll sweep the right arm behind. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale to the inside of the left leg. Again, create that seal so it's equal pressure, not pushing out, not pushing in, just holding equal. Inhale tall. Exhale and turn to the right. Inhale for length. Exhale to increase your rotation. Relax back to center. Straighten the legs. And shake it out. Let's do a quick boat pose. Focusing on our abdominals, using our Vinyasa bandha, drawing the navel in and up, stacking the spine, rolling the shoulders, bending the knees. We'll grab onto the backs of our thighs. We can start with our toes on the floor. The main thing I want you to focus on, if you would, is that alignment of your spine. So don't try to move to a more advanced level at the cost of doing this. Keep that lift in your sternum. We can stay here and bring our shins parallel to the floor. This is a very nice boat pose. Extend your arms out and your legs out if you like. Let's come back down to the floor. Take a breath. I'll repeat that. Find the length of your spine first. Roll your shoulders. Grab your thighs. Be on your toes. We hang out here is perfect. Or shins parallel to the floor is great. Or extend the legs. Add the arms if you like. Lengthen the spine. Use your breath to lengthen. Come back down. Nice. Bring the soles of our feet together. Grab our ankles. You can have your heels about the length of one of your feet from your torso, or further out for a gentler stretch. Baddha Konasana. Bound ankle pose. Inhale tall. Exhale, press your chest forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, and fold. Opening those hips. Relaxing. And now straightening our legs. Let's bring our heels. If you're on a mat, to the end of your mat, so we have lots of room here. We're going to roll to our backs. You can either hug one leg and roll down that way. You can stack your spine, extend your arms forward and tuck your pelvis. Roll down this way. And here we'll draw the knees in. One hand on each knee. We'll circle like egg beaters. Loosening up the hips. Reverse directions. Coming back to stillness. We're extending the left leg out and down. Let's flex the foot. The left hand grabs the right thigh. Now, grounding our shoulder blades into the mat, we're going to pull that right leg over, rolling onto the left hip for spinal twist. Extending the right arm out to the side and rolling the head to the right. Just melting into this, not forcing it. Breathing and sinking breath. Again, I find this a little more intense than the earlier version that we did. Let's come back to center and hug the knees in with both arms. We're going to roll the legs in a circle 3 times one direction. And then reverse it. Then we're going to extend that right leg out and down. We'll flex the foot. The right hand grabbing the left thigh, pulling over, rolling onto the right hip, but please keep shoulders grounded. Extending left arm to the side, turning head to the left. Just breathing and sinking. Melting into it. Remember to listen to your body. Let it tell you how far you can go and how fast you can get there. Now coming back to center, drawing the knees in. Let's take happy baby, bringing arms inside the knees, grabbing the outside edges or the inside arch of the foot, whatever you like better. Pressing soles of the feet toward the ceiling, drawing knees down toward the floor, stacking ankles over knees, and trying to bring the whole length of your spine down to the mat so we can rock from side to side and gently massage the back. And then coming to stillness, releasing those legs out and down, taking up all the space you want, relaxed legs, feet falling out to the side, arms floating down to the floor, palms can be up. Use any of those variations we talked about earlier if you like. Now we'll gently close our eyes and we'll make any adjustments so that we feel fully supported. Remember what I said about your neck earlier, trying to find comfort and length in your neck. If you need to use a towel or a blanket to achieve that, please do. But I'd like you to feel that there is no effort in your body. Everything is comfortably melting into the floor, relaxed. The muscles can just release and let go. We can scan the body, starting at the top of the head, releasing any tension in the scalp, relaxing the forehead, releasing any tension around your eyes, softening the jaw, perhaps releasing the tongue from the roof of your mouth, relaxing the neck, feeling your shoulders just melting to the floor, letting your arms release, relax. Your hands just feel loose and slightly open. Feel your spine melting, your abdominals sinking in, your hips grounding down, your thighs nice and relaxed, your calves relaxed, and your feet just falling out to the side. No effort, just relaxation and peace. Just feel that awareness of the weight of your body sinking down and grounding. Let's come back to our breath. If you'd like to practice your Samavritti breath here, you're welcome to, or you can just observe the breath. The main thing is to keep your focus on the breath as a tool to calm the mind. So if any thoughts drift through, you can acknowledge them and let them go. Come back to that later. All that matters now is your breath, the peace, and the relaxation of Shavasana. You're welcome to stay in your Savasana as long as you like. Whenever you're ready, you can deepen your breath. You might roll the head from side to side. You might wiggle the fingers and toes a bit, bringing some movement back to the body. Perhaps circling the wrists and ankles in one direction, and reversing direction. And if we'd like a full body stretch, we can sweep our arms overhead and reach our fingertips toward the wall beyond our head, pointing our toes toward the opposite wall. When we inhale next, we'll lift the rib cage and lengthen out through the entire body. We'll exhale to relax. Inhale to lengthen and extend. Exhale to relax. And inhale, opening up, full body stretch. Exhaling and relaxing. When we're ready, we can roll to one side, stacking one hip over the other, stacking one shoulder over the other, perhaps resting your head on your arm. Staying here for a breath or two. And then with as much ease as possible, pressing ourselves up to our comfortable seat. Grounding into our sits bones, stacking our spines, rolling our shoulders back, bringing hands to heart center. Perhaps taking a moment for gratitude for something in your life that you appreciate, that you're grateful for. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.